Heidi-ho neighbors, Raider here, and welcome to another Zelda Link's Awakening randomizer type deal. This is the second seed that I'm doing. As I mentioned last time, I did make two additional seeds here, using the same parameters as before, and I just wanted to start playing again here. It's actually Wednesday the 22nd, technically still not off my break yet, and I was going to spend most of the day just kind of filming toy videos, but my room is still a mess from the drunk video I did that you probably have seen up at this point, or probably have seen up by this point, and I didn't feel like cleaning up, so I'll do that tomorrow, and I'll just go ahead and start recording some more of this. So I have played like the few opening seconds of this, and so I know kind of what my super starting situation is. I didn't remember at first where that was, but now I do know. I know where the sword is. The sword is just up this way, and it's also right next to Cavern, which has the Rock's Feather inside. And that's as far as I've gotten. So the sword is right up here. And we just gotta wait for this. But another thing that I find really, really cool about this particular seed is that the standard overworld music is the Tall Tall Mountain Range music, so I'm pretty happy about that. Alright, so we're already in Cavern here, and I'm gonna update my notes. I forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, about my notebook. I ended up rather than rewriting everything, I just decided to like erase the notes from last time. Like keep the where the entrances are listed, but just erase their destinations and write over them. But I have found that erasing all that is also a pain in the butt, and also not only does it hurt my hand after a while when I do that, it also does still like leave like a residue from like the last notes that were there, and it may be a little harder to see or harder to where I've written and where I haven't, because pencil kind of does wear off over time. What I might do is change it up and do it like on a notepad on the computer or something like that, and that way I can just like easily edit things and delete things, no fuss, no muss. Just I would, have to do a lot of... Well, I edit pretty much the time it takes for me to write down notes anyway, so I guess editing wouldn't be that big of a deal. What did I just get there? Was it a key? Yeah, it was a key. No. I don't think I even used the key. I don't know, it was something. I didn't even see what it was, and I'm an idiot, and I paid good attention to things. It was the compass. Okay. Alright, let's get what's in this chest here. And obviously, since our dungeon item here was the Rock's Feather, we're more than likely not going to be able to finish the dungeon. But I do want to at least get what I can out of the chests I can reach. And that's pretty much all there is to that. Well, luckily for me, I got some bombs, so that means I can explore a little bit more of here. And also get past the Dodongo worms. I get 10 bombs? 10 bombs, okay, good. So I figure I may as well just, play this for, a couple hours or something like that. It'd be pretty nice. I'm not even going to go into those other rooms. It's not even a point to doing that. They're just going to spawn more keys. Not even chests or anything, just more keys. And you can easily lose one of your keys, as we learned. Or I think it respawns, as we learned in the you know, the last time we played this, but still, I'd rather not take that chance. That just goes to the large pit that goes up to the chest up there, so I'm not gonna do anything with that. Let's get rid of these gels. And since we have a piece of power active, we can easily swipe them quite a ways away from us. There we go. What's in here? Oh, the power bracelet. The power bracelet has also joined the party. I guess that I can have more than one dungeon item in a dungeon. That's extremely useful. And as soon as we find Tail Cave and Bottle Grotto, we can just finish those. I mean, at the same time, I'm fairly sure that they won't. There's a lesser chance that you know, other dungeons will have more things, but we still gotta clear dungeons in order to get the instruments, so it's still necessary. It's just I feel like you know, I've only really made more progress if I actually find, you know, more items that I'll need. But at the very least, this is setting us up for you know, easy good time here. And I didn't even like manipulate or anything like that. I just like went with, you know, just a random seed. Just say, okay, just click for a random seed and it put in the random number. Because the first seed that I did was like the default seed that was in there that was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This one like starts with a 3 or something like that. I know it has the seed number, like the file name has the seed number and the code for what is it? The code for the randomizer selections. There's the boss key. And we don't even need to go that way. But I don't know what the I mean, I don't know what the code is, but like that code is going to be like the same on all these files, but the seed number is not. I'm just going to do what I did before, just like kill one of these guys, and then if I can actually do that without wasting all my bombs. I mean, I got more bombs than I did before, but I'm just going to kill one of these guys and then just like glitch the other one out, because these guys are a pain in the butt to deal with anyway. Get out of the way, get out of the way. There we go. And at least we can see what's in this chest over here. And if it's not the Pegasus boots, then that's a secret seashell. That's not too bad. That means that we've pretty much done everything we can do in here. So that's fine. Let's just go ahead and exit the premises and see where else we can go from here. We'll start exploring the Prairie, I guess. That's where we are. Or the Martha's Bay area as well. Okay, so that's Key Cavern done for now. Let's start exploring in Martha's Bay, because that's closest to the start. This is basically the area we started in, so may as well start our searching and whatnot here, and also get some secret seashells, because I know that there are a good number of them around. Alright, so let's start up going to Seashell Mansion. It doesn't really matter, they got a Guardian Acorn, I'm just going to go in here anyway. That's a fairy fountain. Okay, fairy fountain. Good to know. There's a seashell over here, because they're all in the same places as they were before. May as well go ahead and... I didn't... I didn't get rid of the bush that was... Well, I didn't get rid of the bush that was covering the that cave anyway, because I didn't have a sword, but... Now we can go back to Marin Terran's house if need be. Or at least we'll maybe be coming out of that if we have to use instant transfer caves often enough. And it's pretty awesome that we get this cool music to go with the majority of our journey here. That's pretty cool. Let's get the seashell here, which we can do because power bracelet. Well, I mean, yeah, it's water. And the Bow Wow, or the Moblin Bow Wow theme is for, what do you call it? It caves. Which is a little off-putting, but it's okay. This is the plateau. I've been labeling it as Plateau Cave. The little cave that is kind of separates parts of the eastern mountain range. Okay, so let's just write some stuff down here. One moment. Actually, before I explore more here, I'm going to go ahead and just open these chests up. That gives us 50 rupees each time now. That's not too shabby, considering that you normally get 20 here for each of these chests. You know, 250 rupees right off the bat. I like this seed a lot. This seed is, like, the best. Getting all kinds of stuff. Alright, so mountain range time. So this cave will lead to the next cave over. That's weird. I don't think I can get through here without the hookshot or the flying rooster anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna need the hookshot eventually. Alright, well, let's see what the proper... Well, we can't go over there. Alright. Good to know that's there, I suppose. So let's go back to Martha's Bay. Actually, no, let's, before we go back to Martha's Bay, I forgot that there's another whole other side of this cave that we can explore where it leads. I hate these little bug guys under rocks and stuff, because they're annoying. Because by the time you try to lift it up, you're already, it's already attacking you. This leads right outside the face shrine. Alright, now we can go back and explore the rest of Martha's Bay here. See what else this seed has in store for us. Hopefully not dying. I don't like dying very much. Yeah, at this point, it's just kind of an annoyance. Actually, we can't go anywhere else in Martha's Bay right now, because no other places really open to us, at least without the flippers right now. So let's go up into the Prairie area. And see. These flying Octoroks are annoying as hell, too. So let's go back to the Prairie area now and see what we can find, see what we can see what we can possibly get. Hopefully more dungeon items will be outside of the dungeons, maybe. Last time it was only the Pegasus boots, and that was it. That's Camel Castle. I know it's this way. I don't even know why I'm bothering. Can't go into the castle yet. I also can't go into the cave over here. That's with the Flying Rooster. I don't think I've ever been in there on camera, in like randomized or otherwise, because I never think to go down there. It's just like 50 rupees or something like that, and by the time that I'm at the point where I can go in there with the Flying Rooster, I don't really need rupees anymore. You know, I already have all the things that I need rupees to buy. You know, like the bow, I'll have that by then, because it's right before level 7. So I'll already have the Frog Song of Soul, I'll have the bow, I'll have the... You know, I've already bought the... Probably bought and gotten rid of the shovel by then. Let's blast that pig. I don't even know what the pig is there for. What's in this fairy fountain? Is it another dungeon? Like before? Is it the face shrine? It is not. I think this is the... Oh, it's the Flying Rooster's grave. Okay. We'll eventually go back there with the Frog Song of Soul. Who knows, maybe like the Flying Rooster will be following us around the entire time. Like kind of how Bow Wow was. And while we're here, we can afford the shovel, so may as well. Okay, we can teleport here now. What is up in this chest cave here. Trendy game with spooky music. So we can also just go ahead and start the trading sequence. Get my Yoshi doll. Thank God these items aren't randomized too. Then it would practically be impossible if that were the case to finish the game. Well, I mean, I don't think it would be impossible. It would just be very, very hard because you'd have to find where all those things are. Phone booth is Bottle Grotto with Angler's Tunnel music. Let's finish Bottle Grotto while we're here. I don't know how well I'll do with 3 hearts, but I usually only have 4 when I go in here anyway, so it shouldn't be too different. Compass straight away. Well, I don't have magic powder, but that's okay because that's open all the time now. It's still really weird. I think that was just kind of a choice by the people who made the randomizer to make it easier. For some reason, I mean, it's not like magic powder is particularly hard to get. And if you don't have magic powder, then you should just... you'd be locked out of one part of the dungeon. You can come back later with it. One of these keys. And this has the... I think this is the Windfish's Egg palette. Again, the only one I really know just by looking at it is Turtle Rock. And that's Key Cavern has Turtle Rocks. Kill these shy guys, or whatever they're called in this anti-guys. Got the mirror shield already. That's cool, I guess. It's not like the mirror shield is good for anything besides fighting Evil Eagle and going through the flamethrower cave. And even then, can you just use your regular shield against Evil Eagle? I don't know if that's a thing. Over here. And I can knock you in the pit. Get you out of my way. Oh, I can open up the door, I guess, too. That's important. Alright, let's explore the rest of the dungeon. I say explore, I mean, I know the frickin' map by the back of my hand, but still not really knowing what we're gonna find as far as items go, so that's, you know, the very nature of randomizers, isn't it? Key. So there's some magic powder right here. I mean, obviously it's locked behind a door in that hypothetical scenario, but whatever, now we have magic powder. Good on us. We don't need to worry about finding the witch's hut for that. Because at the very least, I do know that they, again, took the mushroom out and put it right in the witch's hut to make things easier. And as for, you know, because randomizers, I guess they're supposed to be more challenging, but, you know, for something that's trying to make things more challenging, this sure does go through a lot of ways to... I mean, I can understand, like, anti-soft locking measures, but there's some things here that just kind of make it, like, easier for no reason. I mean, again, this is in beta, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. That could be a factor. And, you know, they'll later on make it so that, you know, the mushroom shows up someplace else. It also might be because of how the mushroom is. It's just like an item that's sitting out in the middle of the floor, and not in a chest or anything like that. Oh, this is good. He's going to do this the whole time, isn't he? I never liked the Hinox. He's not much less of a pain in the butt in the regular version of the game. It's just I would only have like one more heart container by that point. Because I don't think you can find 4 pieces of heart by then. I got more magic powder, if anything. That's kind of nice. Can use that on some... Well, it'll help us with the room with the booze in it, so we can get whatever chest is in there. Actually using hit and run tactics, it took one try, so that's that out of my hair there. One less thing I gotta worry about. Alright, what's in this chest here? Don't get sucked into the hole. Stone beak, that's useless. Probably be less useless if I didn't turn the text box off. That's got rupees in. 20 rupees. Let's put the magic powder in. This has the map. So we may, it might be like before. Actually, I was about to say it might be like before, and we may not get a dungeon item here, but we did get a dungeon item, didn't we? We got the mirror shield. There's a key of some sort in there. Might be the boss key. That'll be important to get. No, just a regular key. That's fine. Okay, what is... This is gonna be like the rest of the commentary for these things is, what's in this chest? What's in this cave? Where does this lead? I mean, obviously I'm wondering what the answers to those questions are, but I really can't think of anything else to say right now. Like, there's nothing, like, really super jazzy that happened to me today. I mean, I went out with my mom to lunch. That's a boss key like it always is. Last time was less of a pain in the butt to complete this stage because we had the blue tunic. That helped, actually. And I know that you can swap out the tunics, but I usually tend to just get one tunic and stick with it for the rest of the game. In most normal games, I just go for the red tunic because I really don't feel like I need the extra defense, at least, especially by that point, because that's after you beat the third stage, and I have, you know, enough heart containers. But here, I guess it depends on how many heart containers I have, which one I'll choose. I don't know, what's a good safety? Maybe like one full row, so like 7 heart containers. I'll say if I find the color dungeon and I have 7 heart containers by then, I'll pick the red tunic, but otherwise I'll pick the blue one to stick with it. And maybe like in the third seed, I'll because I do have a third seed I can do after I'm done with this one. I can just go with the red one regardless. See how well I do. All right, so that's the first dungeon down. Check that off on my list here. And we got the conch horn. Fairly sure it's conch. C-O-N-C-H. Alright, so I do believe there are some other parts of the prairie that we can go and find. I'm going to go up into the, like, Mabe Village, and then, like, the kind of central area. I marked it as central area on my notes, but, you know, where the graveyard and Crazy Tracy and all them are. Where our starting point was last time, essentially. So we can go down to Richard's Villa, see what's in there. And we can also jump around and get a secret seashell above or north of Key Cavern. Let's take out the Rock's Feather because we need that to traverse here. Let's also kill a Goomba for a heart. And also kill that Goomba for fun, I suppose. The trendy game music is for Mabe Village. That's pretty cool. So this leads us to the quadruplets house. So that's cool. We were gonna go to Mabe Village anyway, but before we start exploring around there, I'm actually gonna go ahead and get get that secret seashell while I still have the chance, because there aren't any other entrances that we can get to here. Hop across these little islands and then dig in that little spot where the flying Octoroks are. And once we get another secret seashell, that'll bring us to 5, and I can I'll hold off on getting other seashells, or like getting other seashells on purpose until we find the Seashell Mansion. I need to put Live Robo elsewhere because its sword is getting in the way of the notebook whenever I try to turn a page or something. I'll stand on top of these Dragon Quest DS display that I got while I was working at GameStop. So that's a neat little warp, I guess, to Richard's place. Dream Shrine is the goat's house. This is the one that goes to the Camelot Castle Cave, yes. This one goes to this is the Graveyard Cave. Let's see if the piece of heart is still there. No, it's another chest. So let's see where this goes while we're here. To Tall Mountain Range. Actually, I'll worry about that later. I'm going to finish exploring the village. I really don't want to keep turning the pages around on that. But I'll mark it with an asterisk here. I'll mark it with an asterisk here so I'll know that we still got to explore over there. There's Marin. Yeah. It's always weird seeing like I have number 2, we don't have my number 1 there. The shop is Mad Batter. Excellent. I'm actually going to go ahead and up my bomb level, because bombs are infinitely more useful than magic powder in this. Yes. Magic powder? No. Bombs? Yes. Never got the arrow upgrade in the last seed either. That's okay, though. Now we got 60 bombs. So it's nice to have that much of that early on. Let's get the secret seashell while we're here. And that's 5 seashells, so now I'll just hold off on looking for those until we find the Seashell Mansion. Oh, there's another Mad Batter in the trendy game. I guess I will be getting a magic powder increase as well. That works out for me. Yes, I'm ready to give me the magic powder. So I got 40 of that now. Alright, phone booth. Where does phone booth go? Phone booth goes to a phone booth. I'm just going to mark it as normal. And rather than just phone booth, phone booth. I mean, I don't know which phone booth exactly it is, but who really cares? All the phone booths are the same. Reader's house is the hen house now. In all honesty, it makes more sense for a hen house to be in the village rather than up on a freaking mountain, but this is a dream world, so anything could happen, I suppose. Marin's house is another phone booth. Wonderful. Also completely useless because we don't have text boxes. Probably a piece of heart up here, too. In the doghouse, Turtle Rock. Explore that later. This just leads to a chest with a secret seashell in it, so we missed our freebie. I think that this particular room, this particular chest cave, is the one that's outside of Camelot Castle. Alright, let's go play the fishing game. Again, our mini-games have creepy music to them. I should probably pick up a controller, like a USB controller for this, because I'm kind of sick of using the keyboard. You know, just easily buy one off Amazon and get it in a couple days, but you know, I've been online shopping more, like using Amazon more than I ever thought that I would in my life. Sales house is in the well, and it's playing, what is this music? Catfish's Maw, I think. It's always weird when dungeon music plays in locations like that. That's the Face Shrine. That's in the library. So not quite the 3 dungeons that we've had in Mabe Village before, but still 2's a good amount. Nice high amount there. A nice high concentration of dungeons. We also have one, like, right outside town, so maybe that counts.